Well, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening to you, whether you're watching around the world. You are joining the Invictus Racing League Formula 2 Equal Performance, and we are in round 12, the final race of the season. We have already crowned our champion, our reigning champion, taking over from Nick from last season, is the Warislander. So congratulations again to Warislander. He's had an absolute fantastic season. However, we are coming into the 12th round of this season, into the almighty two-horse race for the constructors. It's between McLaren and it's between Alfa Romeo. Basically, if every other team, even if McLaren and Alfa Romeo all crash out of this race, McLaren will still take the constructors. That's how dominant Alfa Romeo and McLaren have been. So again, the world-class German two-horse Grand Prix for the constructors, and it's going to be a fantastic affair. I can't wait to see exactly what is on the cards. So as you see, we can find who's out first. I believe it was Coop that we see running out, and he's coming out on the softs. So it looks like it is going to be a one-stop for Germany. It just depends exactly how hard the racers go at it, especially in the beginning stages with the full fuel loads. And on those softs, we all know what those softs are like. Now, this track is particularly difficult for degradation and keeping those tyre temperatures down, particularly in Sector 3. Very twisty, and it takes a lot of throttle control to keep the rear tyres cool and in those optimum temperatures. So again, let's just stay on board with MJ Coop. He'll be able to take us on our first hot lap of Germany. Once he comes round, just coming into Sector 3 now, so we'll just see exactly how twisty it is. A lot of throttle control coming through this section, especially with the in the beginning stage of the race, where we've got a yellow flag in Sector 3 already. Not what I want to see, but here we go. Oh, Coop's come back in. Oh, that's very strange. Right, okay, so there we go, guys. I'll just put the sector times on so I know who is where. There we go. No one else has started a hot lap yet, so I think it's going to be Captain Stiff, was it? Nope, that must be Meg Luppy. I think there was a Williams in front. Let's see if we can get this right, guys. Mr. Steen, outlap. Yeah, they were just outlap. So it will be Meg Luppy that we'll be watching. So he's come out on the hard tyres. Not sure why Meg Luppy is just warming up. We do see that quite a lot from these guys. Just warming up, getting the feel for the circuit, getting in the groove, and then maybe putting some softer, grippier compound on. So coming down to the fast right-hander. Absolutely fantastic turn 7 there, and the sharp turn 8. This section is where you have to throttle control. Just coming through this corner now of turn 10 and 11, it's not quite full throttle at the start of the race, so a lot of throttle control involved here. Guys, you have to be super careful not to go over on these white lines. Times will be eliminated. Now again, we're just coming up to the end of the lap now. These last two corners, oh, it was just safe there, but that corner we just saw Meg Luppy go by, very, very easy to go too wide there. So Biofreak sets the fast lap 1:12.926. Meg Luppy a little bit slower on those hard tyres. The Warislander went quicker there. Oh, let me just put tyres on so everybody can see. Let's go with best. There we go, guys. So yeah, so far we've got Biofreak setting a time 1:12.92. Oh, just as I said that, Tynus went fastest on those soft tyres. So it looks like Tynus Optional is actually trying to start the race on those soft tyres. So it'd be interesting to see what Tynus does. Maybe he's going to go soft to hards. I'm not quite sure you can make soft to mediums work around Germany, but I've been proven wrong considerably, quite a lot, to be honest with you, but we'll soon see. So yeah, Biofreak 1:12.926, the Warislander 1:13.275, Tanker 903 on a 1:13.342, then Meg Luppy 1:13, who went higher there? Estimats, I think it was Estimats jumped up to 1:13.272. Running down, Mr. P80, who's joining us. It's great to see Mr. P80 running with us again after a short sabbatical away. He's on a 1:13.9. And then Delange is a 1:14.2 almost. And then Matty, one of our newer drivers this season, is a 1:15 on those hards. Mr. Steen, 1:28.140. So just waiting on Captain. Oh, is that raindrops? Oh, I think I might be seeing raindrops here, guys. This could really throw this into a bit of a weird qualifying. I'm not sure if you can see. Yeah, I'm pretty much seeing. I'm seeing raindrops here. I think these guys need to get pronto back into the pits and get some softer compounds on. So we've still got the likes of Captain Stiff, Ixfun and MJ Coupe that want to set fast laps. It's definitely raining, guys. There you go. So, have the guys been caught out? Who didn't check the weather before they set off on their laps? Because I do believe Captain Stiff's last chance to set a fast lap on on slick tyres, and he comes across in 8th on a 1:13.993. Now, I can't see anyone going faster than what's been set on slick tyres. I really don't. I really don't see it. So, let's just see what Ixfun's doing. Mr. Steen's come across on a 1:16.708, and then Ixfun is still out on the medium tyres. Could go faster here, actually. But he's saying he's on an out lap. This would be very interesting. So he's just started his fast lap. Let's just check in with Meg Luppy, who's come in the pits. Yep. Captain Stiff's out, maybe on a down. He's not going to go fast on those hards. It's getting wetter and wetter. So from Captain Stiff onwards to the back of the grid, we're not going to see those guys improve because it's getting slightly wetter with every second that goes by. So I think these guys have locked in their fastest possible time for this qualifying session. Yellow flag in sector 2. I don't think we've got anyone else out on a fast lap now. Yeah, Ixfun has gone wide, so that'll be disallowed. To see what is if he's down on when he comes to the end of sector 2. Yeah, he's really struggling there, really struggling. Wow. So there you go, Tynus and Biofreak, first guys to come out on the intermediate tyres. We're just seeing Coupe in the background taking a spin. Unlucky from Coupe. Coupe is running no assists. So he's going to be really struggling on those hard tyres in the damp conditions. Really struggling. So, Ixfun, I think surely he's going to abandon that. If it's not already been deleted, his time's not already been deleted, he will be coming back into the pits. Oh, he stayed out. He stayed out. He's trying to get in the fastest possible time on those slicks, but he's going wide. Surely this lap time's disallowed. And I think it has, yeah, he went wide too many times. So, unfortunate for Ixfun there. I think the best idea for him would... Oh, it must have been Estimarts. It looked like a Red Bull though. That was really strange. So yeah, Tynus and Biofreak are the only guys so far to come out on the... I'll put the intermediates on. Be interested to see. Probably going to be a second and a half, if not 2 seconds slower on those intermediates. Ah, there we go. There's another guy on the side. It was Ixfun that went off, yeah. It's unfortunate for Estimat, sorry. Oh yeah, it was Ixfun at the back there. So Ixfun's taken a spin. Just make sure it wasn't. Yeah, he's back on track now. Yeah, it must have been Estimats that was in the barriers. But it did look like a Red Bull though. It's very strange that. So unfortunate for Estimats. But yeah, on board with Tynus, just coming down towards turn 12. Sorry, turn 8 this is. Very conservative on his power there. He's on an out lap though. He's not going hell for leather just yet. So already this qualifying session has been thrown wide open. We've caught a few people sleeping on those slick tyres. It'd be interesting to see exactly what happened with the weather forecast, if it was forecast or not, or maybe the rain has come a little bit earlier than was anticipated. But it certainly has caught a few sleeping drivers out there. And it's our reigning champion, the Warrislander, is down in 4th place with a 1:13.275, only 3 thousandths of a second slower than Estimats. So Estimats did a cracking lap on those medium tyres. One-shot wonders for Warrislander. And ooh, we're losing a Warrislander there. And we've also lost Mr. P80. They must be having electronic control issues and not receiving signals. So they'll obviously be coming back to the pits to try and sort those issues out on the car. We're not receiving signal from the cars. So unfortunately, the Warrislander, Mr. P80, Humberstone and Ixfun, we've all lost connection with the cars. So obviously the wetness is playing some serious issues with the control electronics boxes within the cars. I don't think we've got anyone out other than Mr. Steen so far. Let's just check with... Yeah, we have got Tynus and Biofreak out. So yeah, I think it's Tynus up first. So just bear with me, guys. I'm just in touch with FIA control. We are receiving some comms issues from FIA in regards to all the cars. The race, the qualifying may be restarted. We're just waiting to hear from the race director, but there just seems to be an issue with the timing screens and the tracking for all the cars. So guys, just bear with me. I believe we are restarting the qualifying session. FIA have just emailed me to say that all the control electronics units and the connection with the FIA screens has gone down, so we will be restarting this session. It looks like we've got the control electronics back up and running, so we are going into the race. It looks like we've got connection back. The FIA saying no restart, we are going with the race. So interesting from all the teams there. We saw at the start of qualifying that some guys came out on the hards, and then it started raining pretty quickly, which obviously kind of threw the qualifying session into wide open territory for people that we don't normally see up the front. So absolutely fantastic from everyone there. Some surprise results for qualifying. This could be very interesting for the race. So I'm just going to consult my weather representative to try and see exactly what's going to happen in the race. Because it'd be super interesting if we do have a wet race. It'd be very interesting. Last race of the season, wet race, always brings up some very funny points. It looks like it's dry. So there you go, Tinus Optimal on the front row along with Biofreak, absolutely fantastic. We've got Estimats in P3, Warislander in P4, Megalopy in P5. We've got Tanker 903 in P6, Mr. P in P7, Captain Stiff in P8, Humblestone in P9, Delange 93 in 10th, Matty in 11th, MJ Coop in 12th, Mr. Steen in 13, Ike's Fun in 14, and Nick J. Thompson in 15. So it'll be very interesting to see exactly what happens with these tyre strategies. Let's just exactly see for you guys. Detail tyres. There you go. There are the tyres that everyone managed to qualify on. So there's only one person, Tinus Optimal, on the softs. I imagine Tinus will be able to break away quite easy on those soft tyres. Chased down by Biofreak and Estimats. Don't discount Warislander though. His pace is super quick, even on the slightly slower tyre. They've got Megalopy on the hards, so quite a few people on hards as well. So Megalopy on the hards, Tanker 93 mediums, Mr. P on mediums, Captain Stiff, Humbo and Delange all on hards. Matty's gone on to mediums. So bear in mind, guys, Matty, Coop, Steen, Ikespunt and Nick all have free tyre choice. And they've decided to do Whatever they've chose there is because they had free tyre choice, and they will benefit from fresh free tyres. So bear that in mind, guys. 1 or 2 laps off their tyre life already. Anyone from Tynus down to Delanghe have all used a certain percentage of the tyre life already by qualifying in the top 10. So just about getting ready. We've seen the last guys lining up. We've got the green flag in the background, and we're going to see the lights start to light up. We've got 1 and a 2, 3 red lights, 4 red lights, and 5. And it's lights out. Those lights were on way too long. Did we see someone get a jump start? Yes, we did. Matty in the background jump start. But we've got Tynus and Biofreak getting away very cleanly. So I've got fantastic stuff from them. Looks like we've got no one else in the background really struggling, so that's good. Looks like Estimats getting a bit too close to Biofreak there. Then Warislander is all over the back of Estimats. In him, we've got Tankanana3 and Meg Luppy. Warislander now taking up the rear position behind Estimats. He's going to try and get the slipstream. Moves to the right. Will he get this down into the next corner? Looks like he's just about got it done. Yeah, he's got the inside line, and he does take it. They're going to be side by side. Lovely shot of those glowing brake this time. We've got Tankanana3 coming up to the side of him now. Tankanana3 just drops in behind Estimats. Next up against the braking right, picks up the slipstream and goes down towards the next corner. Absolutely fantastic stuff there, but Estimats is sticking to the back of Warislander. Still got Tynus pulling out a lead now on those soft tyres, as I thought he would. So, with Tynus pulling out on those soft tyres, is he going to end up coming in around lap 7 or 8? Because it is quite a high degradation circuit, is Germany. It'd be very interesting to see exactly what he does, or whether can he hike these tyres out to about lap 9 or 10, and then do a massive 24-lap stint on those hard tyres maybe. So very interesting to see. Tynus 1:19.272 for the fastest lap so far. Position change, sorry guys. There you go, there's your position changes so far. The top 3 staying exactly how they are. We've got Tankanana3 bringing up 2 positions. Well, we've got Ike on the back of MJ Coupe. Picks up the slipstream. DRS not activated yet. We've still got another lap to go. Estimats is dropped down behind Tankanana3 now. They are side by side though. Estimats coming around the outside. Ever so slight kiss there of bodywork and tyres. These guys are really going for it. Fantastic racing from Estimats and Tankanana3, but Tankanana3's got the inside line. And he's just got in front of him. Just ever so slightly pipped him into that corner there. Looking down the order, we've also got the Warislander who's dropped down now. He's dropped down 7 positions, so I do apologise, we did miss why Warislander's down there. But he has dropped down 7 positions. So he's got a serious fight back. He's on the medium tyres. Thought about going down the inside there. Thought better of it. Let's just cast back to tyres. Yeah, there you go. Biofreak set a fast lap there of a 1:16.501, so he's got some serious pace. Catching up with Tynus now. Tynus is on those soft tyres. DRS is now activated. Just checking with Biofreak. He's really close on the back of Tynus now. So the lead that Tynus had, got a yellow flag in sector 1. We've lost Mr. P80. Unfortunately, we have lost Mr. P80. So that throws the Constructors' Championship way open. All Meg Luppy and Captain Stiff have to do now is finish this race in the points. That's all they have to do. Warislander needs to jump Meg Luppy and Captain Stiff and outscore them by 10 points at least. Oh, wow. So already an exciting situation. Well, this final round 12 of the Invictus Racing League Formula 2 Equal Performance. It's been an absolute fantastic season. There's been highs, there's been lows. It's been fantastic to say the least. So Biofreak has now got in front of Tynus. Coming around that last corner of turn 17, very tricky corner. So I imagine Tynus is struggling on those soft tyres, especially with going off so hard at the start. But DRS is activated now. We've only got turns 2, 3 and 4 before we get another DRS zone, but he's in the slipstream. He's gone across the DRS detection zone, so he will get it. Oh, beautiful attempt there from Tynus, but didn't quite make it. Yet no contact, wings are still intact, absolutely fantastic. No, we don't like that. Let's get this view. So will he get this braking zone right? Let's just see exactly what happens. Yeah, it looks like he's got back in front. So chopping and changing. Oh, it goes a little bit wide there. Out onto the less grippier stuff. And Tynus got a time penalty for that one. Oh, unfortunate from Tynus. I will mark this down. I will try and keep penalties a track, guys. 3 seconds for Tynus. So yeah, Biofreak is now back in the lead because of that. Because Tynus went wide there. Looking down the order, who have we got? Oh, we've got Humberstone and Ixfun chopping and changing as well. So Humberstone is on the hard tyre. Oh, Ixfun's going a little bit wide, getting on the grass there. You don't want to be picking up grass or mud on your right tyres when you're taking a left bend. The right tyres get loaded up and you need the traction on the right tyres. So if it's a left turn, you want traction on the right side. If it's a right turn, you want traction on the left side. And going on that grass is not going to help that situation whatsoever. However, he is on the back of him. He's going to pick up that slipstream. Don't think he'll be close enough. He is close, but not close enough to make a move. We'll see exactly what happens when we come into the next set of corners. He's going around the outside. No, not quite. He's making sure his nose is aware. Wiseland is now up into 9th place. He's got past MJ Coupe. So Wiseland on those medium tyres. So MJ Coupe should have DRS. He's coming back at him though. So yeah, MJ Coupe has got back in front. Fair play from MJ Coupe. Yeah, Wiseland gets a beautiful braking zone there. Just takes the inside line. Absolutely fantastic from our reigning champion. Again, MJ Coupe brings up the rear and takes up the slipstream. Meg Lugby and Captain Stiff running 5th and 6th with 1.3 seconds separating them. Both on hard tyres. They will be going to the end. Not the end. They will be going in front of Bio, Tynus, Tanker and Estimats at the pit stop stage. They will take up 1st and 2nd at some point in this race, providing they don't lose any ground. And we've got Tynus pulling into the pits after 4 laps on those soft tyres. So yeah, I think the soft tyres really playing havoc. Tanker 903, 3-second time penalty. So already the warnings are coming thick and fast. This may play a big part. And if you just bear with me, guys, while I get another piece of paper, because I think we're going to need... We're only on lap 6 and we've got 2 penalties already. I think we're going to need a bigger track of these. We'll go to Estimats because he's the closest one while I write down the penalties, guys. Tynus 3 and Tanker 3. So yeah, Nick Thompson setting a fast lap there, 1:15.603. Fair play to him. Looking down the order, who we've got Humberstone on the back of Ixfun. Humberstone's on the hard tyres and Ixfun's on the mediums. And obviously hard tyres, they've done 6 laps. They will be nice and warm now. The hard tyres are ridiculous for warming up. But by lap 6, they should be nice and warm. And we just saw Ixfun getting a little bit dirty on the grass there again. It's the second time we've seen the likes of Ixfun just crossing over that white line and picking up some dirt and grass on his tyres. He's went a little bit wide there, Ixfun. Ooh, that corner there is ridiculously high. Nearly seeing the guys get beached there. Unless we've got close. I think this is the closest battle we've got at the minute, apart from Tanker. Tanker's less than a second. Let's just check in with Tanker, because he is less than a second. He will have DRS. Looks very tidy there, did Tanker 903. So I corrected, it was 4/10. So it looks like Tanker 903 is starting to push on the back of Biofreak. Mr. Steen's got a 3-second time penalty. So Tanker 903 is seriously putting some pressure on the back of Biofreak. Biofreak's mirrors will be full of Pink Panther. Absolutely. Oh, he's gone wide. Biofreak went wide. Oh no, so maybe the pressure from Tanker just made him put a foot wrong. And he has now switched places. Tanker 93 now leads this race on lap 7. And Biofreak is in P2, just over a second behind now. And short behind me is Estimats, who's less than a second behind him, or was less than a second. So already, drivers making mistakes. We've got Ixfun again on the back of Captain Stiff. So it looks like Megalop and Captain Stiff are just keeping the distance, making sure they don't get any dirty air. But Captain Stiff's now got Ixfun on the back of him, so will this force Captain Stiff to push up to the back of his teammate? Ixfun's all over the back of him. Going down the outside, MG Coupe, 3-second time penalty. Oh, there's an awesome, good move there. So Ixfun's seriously putting some pressure on the back of Captain Stiff. Can Captain Stiff keep his cool? He's on the harder tyre, the less grippier tyre. Beautiful racing there, giving each other room, absolutely what we want to see. But Ixfun is in front of Captain Stiff and now splits the McLarens. But then we've also got Humberstone on the back of Captain Stiff now. So is Captain Stiff struggling on those hards? They may have warmed up, but have they warmed up too much? Because obviously if you warm the hard tyres up too much, just like any tyre, they start getting very slidey. With it being a hard compound tyre, the slidiness does hit you very hard. It's a much smaller window of opportunity for the temperatures for the hard tyre. Takes a while to warm them up, and you can stay in the range longer, but once you overheat them, they do stay warm a lot longer. With the softs, you can maybe back off, get them cool within maybe half a lap, 3/4 of a lap, but the hard tyres do tend to stay warm for a good lap and a half, so he may have to back off quite a bit now. He has got Humberstone all over the back of him. We've got a bit of a train going on here. All the way back from Ixfun, all the way back to the likes of Wireslander, who's now only 1.5 seconds behind him. He's now up into P8. Captain Stiff coming on the back of Ixfun. He's going to regain this position. I reckon we've got another 5 laps, maybe 6 at a push when we start to see the medium tyre guys come in. Matty's just got another penalty for multiple warnings. So far from what I've seen and what I've tracked, we've got 5 racers all on penalties. So we've got Tynas, Tan, Christine, Coupe and Matty all on 3-second time penalties, providing I've not missed any. We've only lost 1 racer so far, that was Mr. P, and I've got my media representatives who have caught up with Mr. P, and apparently, according to my sources, it was a slide from Mr. P that had no grip. So unfortunate from Mr. P. It was good to see Mr. P racing back after a short break away for contractual reasons. But yeah, it's very unfortunate to see Mr. P go out so early in the race. It is all down to a Wireslander. Can Wireslander jump the McLarens at some point and outscore them by 10 points? Now, 10 points, you're going to be looking at the McLarens need to be about 6th and 7th. No, even lower, because there's 2 of them. So yeah, so if we do 4th and 5th, would get them 14 points. So Wireslander needs to win with the Alfa Romeos down in 4th and 5th at least. If they finish higher than 4th and 5th, then the constructors will go to the McLarens. Actually, no, I do apologise, I've got that wrong, it's the other way round. Wireslander needs 11 points higher than the McLarens, so it'd be 5th and 6th, yeah, so 5th and 6th with Wireslander winning. So that's one of the combinations of how the Alfa Romeos can win this. Hopefully I've got that right, I think I have. Yeah, because McLaren's are 10 points ahead, so Wireslander needs to score 11. I'm not sure how it would be if it was a tie, whether it's how many wins or higher positions were scored. Nick has got a penalty there, so unfortunate from Nick. So just looking down the board, let's see, we've got Stoke, Captain Stiff, the closest fighter we've got. Got his eyes on Humberstone, who's in P6. But like I said, Meg Luppin now up into P3, and Estimax is on the back of him. Let's just check with Estimax because it's really close actually. Coming into the last corner, turn 17. Stay away from that corner. That there, that blue and white curb, that is the one where we could see racers get penalties. Look at that. So the likes of Meg Luppy, followed by Estimax, then Axel, then Humblestone, then Captain Stiff in the rear, and then just behind him we can see Warislander. Warislander's gaining. He is gaining. See exactly what I can do coming here. Beautiful braking phase. Warislander keeps it nice and wide, gets the traction down. So we've already seen the likes of Nick, MJ Coop, Tynus, all in the pits for fresh rubber. Also seen Steen as well, he's come in the pits, and we're just seeing it chopping and changing there between Humberstone. Oh. Captain Stiff has been passed by the Warislander. No, it looks like Captain Stiff is starting to struggle on those hard tyres, where his teammate Meg Luppy is doing really well up into P3 and closing the gap on the back of Biofreak. Now, probably got another 4 laps on those medium tyres till we see Tanker and Biofreak come into the pits. And we've got Warislander on the back of Humberstone. He's seriously going for it. DRS still open up. You hear the beep. The DRS did open. Beautiful corner cut there. Well, not corner cut, but cut in the corner from Warislander. You can take some considerable corner amount on turn 1. You can get, maybe a good half a car over the line without receiving a penalty or a warning. The fast guys do tend to take the maximum amount you can cut on that corner. It does. Oh, Warislander moves to the right. Looks like he's got the inside line. Very nice from the Warislander, who's now up into P6 and now chasing after the likes of Ixfun. Delange and Tyner switching places. So it looks like the hard tyres struggling here. Apart from the likes of Meg Luppy, who's schooling everyone on the hard tyres, it does look like the hard tyres starting to struggle a little bit. Meg Luppy is now within a second of Estimax on those hard tyres. I'm really impressed with Meg Luppy. Absolutely fantastic stuff from him. But Meg Luppy has got Ixfun on the back of him as well, so this could be a really close battle between the hards and the mediums. Yellow flag in sector 1. I can't see anyone dropping massive amounts of time. Ixfun moves right, gets some clean air. And in the background, we've got Captain Stephen Warislander changing again, I think it was. Ah no, Warislander's in the pits, that's why. Ixfun eyes up an inside take, but obviously not close enough to do that. So the Warislander's coming for fresh rubber, he's gone to hard, and he will have 20 laps to do on those hard tyres, more than achievable. As we're just seeing the likes of Meg Luppy and Ixfun changing places. Ixfun's got the inside line. But will Meg Luppy take him on the undercut? Nope, not quite. He's going to pick up the slipstream. Taking through turn 7, coming down to the end, braking zone of turn 8. Will he cut? Yeah, he does cut. That's what I'm saying about the throttle management through these corners. Sector 3 is horrendous. You have to pay close attention to the throttle management. A lot of these corners are taken with about 10 or 15% of throttle and then on to full throttle. So some corners you would go with no throttle, then you're pretty much on. Oh, just seeing the likes of Mr. Steen. Was that Mr. Steen going wide? 10-second time penalty for Mr. Steen. So that's 13 seconds we've got for Steen there. Unlucky from Steen. It looks like he's having a struggle, but I think Steen, from what my media sources are telling me, he was going with total no assists for the last race of the season, so maybe Steen's just struggling with the no assists. And Steen got a 5-second time penalty speed in the pit lane, so I'll put stop and go, because that'll be, if he stops again, that'll be eradicated. If not, it'll be added onto his time at the end. Oh wow. So we've now got Captain Stiff and Meg Luppy running together again. We're going to see, I imagine, Biofreak and Ixfun come in at the end of this lap. Probably maximum is the end of lap 15. I can't see him going tyres to at least lap 19. And then stretching, Tyner's 3-second time penalty. And then stretching soft tyres at a massive, 15, 16 laps. But that'd be a hard ask. It really would. So it'd be interesting to see exactly what Biofreak and Ixfun do. and we have lost Mrs. Steen. I believe the damage going off that corner, picking up gravel into the racing floor, or the floor of the car. He's lost too much downforce. So we have got Tanker 903 in the pits and Biofreak in the pits. We've got Ixfun in the pits. It's all kicking off now. The trigger has been pulled. Megluppy takes up the lead, followed by Captain Stiff and then Humberstone. The hard tyre setters all in P1, P2, P3. But the likes of Tanker 903 is only 4 seconds behind Humberstone. So this could be an interesting take on strategy. Tanker and Biofreak. It looks like Tanker's actually benefited from the pit stop. Biofreak must have had a slow pit stop because Tanker 903 is now in the lead between these two racers. But yeah, once Megluppy catches if Humberstone come in, probably around 20, 21 laps. Likewise with, could they go into soft tyres though? That's the thing. Could they go into soft tyres? I'm not sure they could make the soft tyres last. Even if they went to lap 22, you've still got 12 laps to do on softs. With everyone else concertining him back up, it's going to be really difficult at the end to make the soft tyres last, because you're going to be putting the throttle down, and the heat will just rise in those tyres ever so quick. Humberstone less than 4/10 behind Captain Stiff. So Humberstone doing really, really well here. So Humberstone has now got past Captain Stiff. He's up, he's splitting the McLarens. These McLarens love getting split. Nick, 3-second time penalty. That's 6 seconds he's got now. But yeah, the McLarens are loving getting split today. They love having someone between them. Captain Stiff is sticky with him though, less than a second, so he'll still get DRS. We've got the Wiselander on the back of Ixfun. We've got a 7, 8 and 9 way battle here. Oh no, we've lost Tynus, I believe. Not sure what happened to Tynus. Not seen any yellow flags. And Tanker 903's dropped down. No, he's not, he's back. Ah, we got Humberstone, he's in the pits, he's pulled the trigger. What's going on? Is it medium tyre? Medium tyre to the end. So, the McLarens, oh, Ixfun, 3-second time penalty. So the likes of Megluppy and Captain Stiff together again, racing together like two wild horses. Can they keep this going? Can they get out a big enough lead to be able to put on soft tyres? Now, I'm going to mark this down for a talking point actually. So, 18 stone hards, maybe softs. Because I'll be really intrigued to see if Megluppy and Captain Stiff can make these hard tyres go to maybe lap 22. Even though fuel levels have been high, it'd be super impressive if they can. But they can go to lap 22 on these hard tyres. They could maybe put softs on for 12 laps. Maybe. But if that sounds ridiculous to you guys that are listening in, but you know, it's an option. It's an option. The only problem they've got now is if they do stop, they're going to lose. I think, is it 20 or 21 seconds around here? It's going to be, let's sort of drop them down. Megluppy is in the pits, so that was wrong. So Megluppy is in the pits, he's called it. Captain Stiff's carrying on. Estimat's 3-second time penalty. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 races on penalties. The winner on penalties so far is Steen, who without another pit stop will be on 18 seconds of penalties. So Ixfun chasing down the Wiselander. Wiselander's getting a little bit defensive in the braking zone there. But Ixfun is sticking to the rear of him. Could he make this move? Ixfun has got 2 laps better life on those tyres. So we'll soon see. Looks like it's going to stay dry to the end. No sign of clouds, no sign of rain. And Captain Stiff is in the pit. So we have now got Tanker 903 leading this race. He's done 5 laps on those hard tyres. Another 14 to go. This could be an absolute fantastic win for Tanker 903. If he can make this win, if we consult the records. While I do that, let's keep an eye on the X1, and I'm going to consult the records, guys, to see exactly what Tanker 903 has done this season. Tanker 903 has had 2 wins this season, so this, if he could make this at the end, it'll make it a trio of wins in F2 Equal Performance for Tanker 903. But Biofreak is still chomping at the bit to take him down. Biofreak has had 1 win this season, so he's going to equal the tally between these two. Looks like they're going at it. So we've got Nick just trading places there with Matty, I believe it was. Yeah. We've lost Steen, unfortunately. We have lost Steen now. So yeah, Tanker 903, 2 seconds in front of Biofreak. Biofreak can just see him in the distance there. We've got Ixfun still on the back of Warislander. Captain Stiff making up a place, was it? Oh no, Coop's got a 5-second time penalty for speeding the split lane, and so has Captain Stiff. So Coop was a 5-second, and then Stiff was a 3-second, I believe it was. So add that up there. Stiff, Captain Stiff, there we go. Right, let's get train of thought, guys. So, running down the order, Tanker 903 still leading this race, then Biofreak, then we've got Estimats and the Warislander, Ixfun and Meg Luppy, then Humblestone and Captain Stiff, Delange, then Nick, and then Matty, then Coop. 12 racers still in this race. Looking at the order, we've got the likes of Ixfun still pushing on the back of Warislander, closely followed by Meg Luppy and Humblestone, and then Captain Stiff a few seconds behind him. Let's just see exactly what happens on this last few turns. Turn 17 coming up now. See about the throttle, you heard the throttle drop of Ixfun there. It was throttle on, throttle off, throttle on. It's all about the throttle control around Germany, especially in Sector 3. We have now got the last 12 laps to go of this season's Formula 2 Equal Performance. It's still wide out there. Warislander is now technically in front of Meg Luppy and Captain Stiff. Now, Warislander needs to push up 3, 5, 6, about 7 seconds to take up the lead. But he is on the older, out of all the hard tyre runners, he's on the oldest tyres. So Warislander needs to basically get to front of this race, and for Meg Luppy and Captain Stiff to be down in, I think it's 5th or 6th and lower. So at the minute, Warislander would not secure the title for Alfa Romeo. But if it stays as it is, but with Warislander winning the race, then he would secure it by about a point or 2 points. Super interesting, super exciting coming to the last third race distance here. Ixfun dropped down now, he's about 8 tenths, so yeah, he's struggling now. He's got the fresher tyre though. You know, Ixfun should be, theoretically, Ixfun 3-second time penalty, so he's now on 6 seconds. And the likes of the Warislander, I've not seen any penalties for Warislander, so that, if Warislander gets that from his race engineer, we'll go on the lines of, don't worry about the racer behind, he's got a time penalty, then, you know, that should ease the pressure. Because Warislander can stop defending, you know, just concentrate on looking after the tyres and making moves on Estimats, who's now less than 2 seconds ahead. But Meg Luppy looks like he's chomping at the bit to get on the back of Eichsfun. He's less than a second, so he will get DRS. But then Eichsfun have DRS on Warslander, so it'll kind of equalise it out. The only difference is Meg Luppy will get a better slipstream. Oh, just seeing Humberstone go out wide there. Was that turn 12, was it? I think it was turn 12. Yeah, it's 14 now, 15, 16. Oh, we've got Nick J. Thompson all the back of Matty. Are we going to see an overtake here? Nick's done 19 laps on those mediums. He's going to have to come in soon, surely. Meg Luppy on the back of Eichsfun. Know what Eichsfun wanted to see there. But Meg Luppy's got fresh mediums. Gets the DRS. Oh, change of direction, Eichsfun. Yeah, it's a good job Meg Luppy made that move stick, because Eichsfun moved. Oof. My heart was in my mouth then. I thought Eichsfun was going to come into the side of Meg Luppy, but he didn't. So, oof. We have got Nick, who's got past Matty. Really surprised at that, because Nick's on 20 lap mediums. Oh, you see Matty getting really close to the left-hand side of Nick there. Oh, Tanker on a 3-second time penalty. Tanker, yep, he's on 6 seconds now. Eichsfun's still on the back of Meg Luppy though. He's not going to let it go easy. So Meg Luppy in 5th. Let's just consult the Oracle sheet. 5th. So if it stays as it is, Meg Luppy would get 6 points. Captain Stuff in 8th would get 3 points. That would make 9. Weislander in 4th would get 8 points. Therefore, the McLarens would still win this. So Weislander needs to get his foot down and needs to get into P1. And here we see the likes of Meg Luppy, who has got the champion, the driver's champion in his sights, hunting him down. Who else we got walking down the order, guys? Can't really see anyone else seriously battling other than this battle between Meg Luppy and Weislander. So the McLaren's still on track for securing this. Oh, Meg Luppy gets past Weislander on the inside, a little bit of a lock up. Weislander's come back at him though. With a fast right-hander coming up. Down towards turn 8, I think it is. Is it angle right? No, it's not turn 8. I do apologise. It's not turn 8. Here's the fast right-hander at 12. Yeah, is that 12? Yes, it is. That should be 13. And then coming into turns 14, 15, 16, coming towards the end of sector 3. So we are looking at the Constructors' title being won by McLaren's, but Meg Luppy has got another 3 and 4 is 7, over 7 laps, so more than enough tyre life in those mediums to get to the end. So it looks like Meg Luppy and Captain Stiff have drove a brilliant season to secure this title at the last race. I don't know about you guys watching back, but I've thoroughly enjoyed watching this German Grand Prix. An absolute fantastic race. But look at Weislander now, chewing at the bit to get on his gearbox. He's almost on the back of his gearbox, but Nick's there just set a fast time of 1:13.769. So fair play for Nick. What else have we got going on? Looking down the order, Weislander on the back of Meg Luppy. That's pretty much it. Turn 12, going up to the open hairpin of 13. Let's listen to the throttle. So you got about 20% there. Blip it. Yeah, there you go. So again, that was a saying in qualifying about, you know, throttle control. Just that 15 to 20% throttle in some of these corners is the difference between, you know, 2 or 3 tenths. Ike's Fun, another penalty. I think he's on 9 seconds now for Ike's Fun. So looking at the top, Tanker is on 6 seconds worth of penalties. Bio, I've not seen any penalties for Bio. So this could be what I was talking about, equalising the win tally for the likes of Bio Freak and Tanker 903, because, you know, Tanker 903 finishes like this, he will drop behind Bio Freak, and he will also drop, by the looks of it, behind Estimats. Wow, Meg Luppy could seriously get a podium here. You know, Tanker 903, he really needs to watch out on these penalties. Already on 6 seconds. What he'll be hoping for is Biofreak to get a few penalties, because that's what's going to move them up or down in the standings. Everyone's racing for the last few points. Meg Luppy, 3-second time penalty. Oh, that's not what we wanted to see. So we've got Meg Luppy 3 seconds. That will drop him behind Weislander. That won't affect the championship for the constructors, because Weislander needs to outscore the McLarens. Matty, 3-second time penalty. So he's on 6 now. So yeah, the Alfa Romeos need to outscore the McLarens by 11 points to win. Weislander's not giving up though. Picking up that slipstream. Going to cut tight maybe. A little bit tighter than Meg Luppy did. Captain Stiff's sort of found his game again as well, because he's pushing up to the back of Humberstone. Keeps dropping in without, you know, around the 1 second mark. Now down to 8 tenths. Oh, we've got a spin from Estimats. Stay for the racing line, Estimats. Let's not see anything like that. Stay to the right. Yeah, he's back up to speed. So unfortunate from Estimats. That brings Meg Luppy into P3. And yeah, Estimats is dropping way down. I imagine he's becoming some fresh rubber and try and get fastest lap. Yeah, he's got enough time to do it. You know, there's 23 seconds between Estimats and Matty, so I reckon Estimats is going to come in and try and get fastest lap. But yeah, so, oh! Weislander and Meg Luppy. Beautiful racing from them two. Absolute fantastic. I'm glad they caught that. Weislander is not letting this go whatsoever. I'm pretty sure the fastest lap so far is Nick. Yeah, Nick's on a 1:13.769, so fair play to him. So there's your position changes. I think the winner of the position changes is Axford. He's done 9 positions up, so fair play to him. I think Tynus was the loser of the dropping positions. He was down 12 positions before he DNF'd. Captain Stiff on the back of Humberstone, really close. Going to get DRS. You see the wing open up, but also the wing of Estimats opens up. Looks like Estimats is Oh, I've got Wiseland and Meglupi again. And in the background, we got Captain Stiff. Oh, I can't keep. Oh, Captain Humberstone changing. Nick's got another time penalty as well. I think on 9 seconds now, but we're seeing loads. I'd try to get as many battles as I can, guys. We've got Wiseland and Meglupi trading paint off those tyre walls. We also saw in the background, I think it was Captain Stiff and Humberstone. I wish I had a multi-screen. I wish you guys had a multi-screen so I could put all the battles up for you, but I can't. It's really unfortunate for Estimats, who started 3rd place. Who got the qualifying strategy right. He came out on soft tyres, on the slick tyres. I think it was mediums he started on. Yeah, a few races in qualifying, got caught out with the rain. Got Captain Stiff on the back of Humberstone. I'm going to try and chop and change between these battles. Will he be close enough? We're going to move to the inside. Can he get him in the braking zone? Can he brake long? Oh no, they touch, they touch. No damage though, no damage. The wings are there. As you see, oh no, Estimats nearly gets in the mix as well. So Captain Stiff does make it, that's fine. Oof. There's been a couple of moments in this race where my heart has been in my mouth. But Humberstone all over the back of Captain Stiff. And Estimats also following that train. Estimats going to want to try and make up the positions. Tanker 903, another time penalty for him. So that is pretty much guaranteed that Biofreak's going to take the win here. I've not seen any penalties for Biofreak at all. Now the order we've got Estimats and Humbo and Captain Stiff all battling here. Oh, Humberstone gets it on the outside. But can he keep it though? I reckon Humberstone's going to come tight in. Yeah, ooh, and get the inside line, brake late. No, I think it's better of it. Beautiful shot there from the helicopter. Oh, Estimats just going a little bit wide on the grass there. So we've seen Ixford and Estimats in this race going wide quite a bit, picking up that, you know, that dirty grass and soil. Don't do good the tyres any good at all. Absolute loving that aerial shot from the helicopter. Absolutely beautiful. But Estimats is now pushing up to the back of Humberstone. Lap 34. We are on the final lap. Let's go with our race leader, Tanker 903, who is going to be dropped down to, Estimats, 3-second time penalty. I think he's on 6 seconds now. So while we're doing the last lap, Tanker 903, he's on 9 seconds, so that will drop him down around Meglupi. Meglupi could quite squeeze out. Yeah, he will get the, yeah, Tanker 903 will drop down to 4th place. Biofreak, I've not seen any penalties for him, so he will take this win by the looks of it. The Wieslander, I've not seen any penalties for him, so he'll take P2. Then it'll be Meglupi, and then I would imagine then it'll be Tanker 903, but we will soon see last few corners of this circuit. But yellow flag in sectors 1 and 2. As he comes across the line, he will get jumped down. Biofreak takes the win, I believe. Yep. And then Wieslander will slot in behind him. Oh no. Wow, Tanker 903 keeps it. Oh, so we've got Bio. What, missed some penalties here, guys. I'd be interested to see exactly what happens. I've got Bio down as no penalties at all. Tanker 903, I did him down for 9 seconds. I'm interested to find out. Did Meg Luppy? Let's check Meg Luppy. I'm not seeing any from Meg either. This be interesting to see when we get to the race director screen to see what penalties people had. So yeah, there you go. Congratulations to Meg Luppy and Captain Stiff, who have just sealed the Formula 2 Equal Performance Constructors title. Fantastic stuff from those guys. They've been solid all season. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah, they must be very proud. A solid drive all season, constantly scoring points. So yeah, again, absolutely fantastic. But there you go for your race winner is BioFreak. Makes it his second win of the season. Then followed by Tanker 903, and then followed by our champion, the Warislander. So absolutely fantastic, guys. So while you guys watch the champagne, I'm going to get my media representative to invite the guys into the commentary box. So bear with me, guys. So there you go, guys, just running down the order. We've got BioFreak taking his second win of the season, then Tanker 903 in P2. We've got the Warislander, our champion, in P3. Meg Luppy, our new one of two Constructors champions in P4. Captain Stiff joining him in P5. Congratulations, Meg Luppy and Captain Stiff. What an absolute fantastic Constructors title you've just won. Humberstone in P6, Estimax in P7, Axford in P8, DeLange in P9. We've got Matty in P10, Nick J. Thompson, last season's champion, in P11, and then MJ Coop in P12, I believe it was. So we're just waiting for the guys to join us in the commentary box. Absolutely fantastic race there. Always loved Germany. Absolutely fantastic. It's been an interesting qualifying session. It was really, really good. So we saw drivers go out on the slick tyres. It rained very quickly, so we saw the likes of BioFreak, DeLange, Tanker 903 all benefiting from the slick tyres in the dry conditions. Quite a few drivers going out on hards who then got caught out. A very short qualifying session, seeing as not everyone else decided to even make an effort to set laps on those intermediates, because the intermediate tyre compared to the slick, it's a good 2.5, maybe even 3 seconds a lap slower. So interesting observational skills from some of our racers there who didn't quite notice it was going to be raining so quick. It's absolutely fantastic. So I believe we've got Warislander and I believe we've got Bio. I think we're just waiting on Tanker 903. So while we're waiting for Tanker 903 to join us in the commentary box, let's just join our champion of this season, the Warislander. How are you doing, Warislander?
I'm doing quite good, yeah. Was a nice race, I guess.
It was a fantastic race, mate. I don't believe you got any penalties whatsoever. Did you see any?
I got one.
Oh, you got one?
One penalty.
I must have missed that. Okay, so yeah. Looked like an extremely clean race, mate. It looked like at one point you dropped down to, was it P10 or P11?
Yeah, I had like a very good incident because all night long, all day long, I was practicing and I had the same setup. And then once I arrived in a race, it seemed like my brake bias was too far forward, rearward, which meant that I spun around and I had to change that. And that if I didn't, I would have won probably. But I think because of that, it was a great race and I had to do lots of overtaking and a nice fight. So I think I made a show of it tonight.
Oh, definitely, mate. Yeah, it was. You made very good showing because obviously with your teammate Mr. P taking a spin on lap 2. And going out. There was actually one point during the race, you were in P4 and the two McLarens were like in P9 and P10, and it was looking very close that you could still maybe clinch it, but then Captain Stiff and Meg Luppy were seriously fast in those McLarens, and we saw.
Yeah, they had the mediums. It was incredible.
Yeah, they were. So I think just on, I think it was about 3 or 4 laps to the end, Meg Luppy kind of pitched the pause, then you took over him again. So it was good watching you guys battle it out there. Absolutely fantastic stuff.
Yeah, because Mac, I have to do a big shout out to Mr. P because I was in the party with him. He gave me lots of information during the race, And so he really helped me today, even though he retired. And we, discussed, and I said, okay, let's just go behind Mac. And he pulled me along a long time. And then Estemet spun. And we said, like, okay, let's just go for it. I tried to overtake him. And I think from there on, we had a really nice fight, and I could just keep him behind. So I'm really happy with that, and I really want to thank Mac as well for that amazing fight.
Yeah, fantastic stuff, mate. So I think we'll be losing you from Formula 2, and you'll be joining the Formula 1. Where are you going next season, Wieslander?
Yeah, I'll probably go to F1, at least that's what I've heard. And I believe that's going to come on Monday with the no assist. It's going to no assist F1 from next season, I believe.
Correct, yeah. And,
so I'm really looking forward to it. And probably next year for the viewers, I'll be doing the commentary on this league together with you. So I'm also really looking forward to that one.
Mate, I am super looking forward to being commentated with yourself. Get some company in the commentary box. I think we're going to make a great team, mate. So I'm super excited for that. It's a new chapter in Energy Dan's life, a new chapter in Wieslander's life, the new crowned champion of Formula 2, and maybe the crowned champion of F1 no assists. How about that?
Let's just do it. I'm going for it, mate.
Right, Wieslander, thank you ever so much for joining us tonight. Brilliant season.
Yeah, thank you.
Fantastic. Maybe someone can volunteer to do a montage of Wieslander's races this season. That'd be epic to see. So
I will do the entire league highlights probably.
That'd be great.
So yeah.
Let me know when you do that. Maybe if we get together and do maybe a season rundown. How about that?
Yeah, let's just do it. I'm really that would be fantastic, mate.
I think it would too, mate. So I'll let you get off, Wieslander. Go away. Try and stop smiling if you can anytime soon.
I can, mate. I can. No, thank you.
No,
did a great job this season.
Yeah. You take care, mate, and I'll catch you ever so soon in the commentary box, mate.
Yeah, cheers, goodbye.
Take care, mate. Have we got Biofreak still with us?
Yeah, right here.
What a race, eh? Absolutely fantastic, mate. I thought you were going to get the win at one point.
Yeah. Well, I did take the win with the penalties.
Yeah, I mean, I've got it down no penalties for Bio. Did you see any penalties for yourself?
Yeah. No penalties for myself, and so it was an interesting race. I made a mistake, maybe in lap 8 or 9, in the Coliseum section, just ran wide off onto the grass. That gave Tanker the lead.
Yeah.
And I just stuck close to him and made sure that I kept my penalties to 0. He had a couple of penalties, and at the end it switched around.
Oh, a couple. From what I saw, he had 9 seconds at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, a nice one.
Pace to race without penalties, definitely.
Yeah. I tell you what though, Bio, congratulations, mate, because it's very difficult to do Germany and not receive any penalties.
Yeah.
So fantastic.
Yeah, thank you very much, mate.
Are we going to see you racing next season in Formula 2?
Definitely, yeah. No, I'm definitely going to. I've put my name up for F2, and then also the realistic, depending on when that realistic performance league races. So we'll see how it pans out.
Fantastic. I mean, I've not heard the final timetable, but it's normally on a Tuesday. So yeah, good seeing the realistic performance. I mean, I watch. If anyone's listening, I watch all the leagues and all the broadcasts that Invictus do. So it'd be really nice to see you racing in realistic performance, Bio. I'm looking forward to seeing you there. And again,
absolutely.
Looking forward to welcoming you back to Formula 2, mate. It's been an absolute pleasure watching you this season. Before we let you go, let's just run down your season. So, in race 1, you didn't score any points, but you got a win in race 2. Then I believe you got a P6 in the 3rd race. You got a P10 in the 4th race. You missed the 5th race, but then you got was it a P3? I think you got a P3 in the 7th race, was it? Let me just scroll. Oh.
I think it was a P4, that one.
Belgium, you got a P3, didn't you? 15.
I think it was P4. I've actually had a tough season, to be completely honest. So I travelled and missed 2 of the races this season.
Sorry, yeah.
So I was away from home and couldn't race.
And in Australia, you got a decent P8, 8 points in Australia.
Yeah. I think overall my pace has been good. My qualifying pace is strong, but I need to work on race pace a little bit. And I've had a couple of incidents that could have been avoided. France specifically, I got tapped in the first corner, inspired a couple of incidents. I caused a couple of incidents in Bahrain and Canada. So, it's not been a clean season. I've been quick, but it's not been clean. And if I kept it clean, I would have done much better, and I would have been able to contest a little bit. But altogether, happy with the first season in Invictus, and it's a great group of people. And obviously, the commentary has been amazing. So I really appreciate that. Thanks a lot.
Oh, thanks, Bayo. That means a lot, mate. Thank you very much. But yeah, it's, at least you've got a win for the season, mate. Eh?
Yeah, second one. So, now I need to just keep it up again next season.
Yeah, so 1 win, 2 podiums. Not bad for your first season, mate. So very impressive, mate. Let's hopefully next season we can see you do even better.
Appreciate it. Thanks, Dan.
Thank you very much, Bayo. You take yourself off. Enjoy your downtime until the new season starts. And good luck for next season, mate.
Will do. Thanks a lot, mate.
Take care, buddy. Thank you.
Bye.
So there you go, guys. That is the final race of Formula 2 Equal Performance. It's been an absolute fantastic season. As you heard, we will be hearing from myself and Wiselander, who's probably going to do a bit of a season review of our champion. By all means, we will review we'll probably hear from Meg Luppy and Captain Stiff at some point in the off-season. Maybe do something similar for them if they want to join me for that. I will contact them and see if they want to join us for a Constructors' Championship rundown, exactly what happened this season. But again, what a fantastic season. It's been so much fun commentating. Guys, if you're new to Invictus, then obviously please get involved with all the channels we've got. We've got the No Assists on a Monday. We've also got Equal Performance on a Tuesday. It might be merging, so stay tuned on the Facebook page, stay tuned on the YouTube channel. The other two might be merging, but we'll keep you informed of that. And of course, on Wednesdays, we have got the Equal Performance Leagues, F1, F2 and F3. F1 is by Malc, F2 by myself, Energy Dan, and then F3 is by Tim, our friend across the pond. We've also got, on a Thursday night, we do the Invictus Racing League podcast by our very good friends, Captain Stiff and Sab. An absolute fantastic podcast where they cover off and on track antics of the real world and the esports world. So we get the Formula 1 rundown of what's happening in the current season, the upcoming track for the FIA circuits, but then we also have a full rundown of the previous week's racing within Invictus. So if you've not got time to check us out on YouTube, even if you want to, by all means, get the podcast by Gareth and Sab, who will give you a quick rundown of exactly what happened in all the leagues across Invictus. We also do other leagues, we also do FIFA, we also do GT Sport, so by all means check those out, guys. But I'm going to go away and enjoy some downtime after that thrilling season. But do stay tuned. We'll make an announcement on Twitter about the Wiselander and myself doing the championship rundown, and stay tuned to hear about Captain Stiff and Meg Luppy, see if they want to do the same for the constructors. I'll leave it there, guys. Thank you ever so much for tuning in. Please hit that bell button on the right hand side at the top of your screen if you're watching on YouTube. That'll subscribe you and that will notify you every time we go live. We will always welcome new viewers and most likely always welcome new racers. We've got Wiselander joining me in the commentary box next season. He's going to be joining me, so I'll have some company next season. I'm looking forward to that. So guys, please stay tuned and keep an eye on Twitter and Facebook for the updates of the upcoming league and events. So thank you ever so much for joining us, guys. We really appreciate your support in the league. I look forward to welcoming everyone back for the next season of Formula 2 Equal Performance. Until then, guys, good night and take care.